Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever, of course. And Kobe White three and a drive and dump off by Giddy for a dunk for Jalen Smith and Jones getting to the basket and throwing it off the backboard to get a layup to go down was enough for the Chicago Bulls to win against the Minnesota Timberwolves 120 to 115. The Timberwolves go to 27 and 18 and 15 and 7 at home. And I know Anthony Edwards had a nice shot in the corner for three and he ended up missing it. They needed that one to go down and it didn't. So the Bulls go to 22 and 22 and 8 and 13 on the road. This has been a season where the Bulls have been good enough to make the playoffs or to play in. Sometimes you wonder if they will, sometimes you wonder if they don't. Just don't know with this team. They've been all over the place. But one thing we do know, they play fun and exciting basketball, whether if they win or lose. And this was another one where it looked like they was going to lose, but they found a way to make that final run, which they seem like they do all the time. And this time it led to another victory. Minnesota won the first quarter 32 to 26. Chicago won the second quarter 34 to 29. In the third quarter 33 to 29. In the fourth quarter 27 to 25. And that's how they was able to win by 5 in this one. Jalen Smith has been a great addition to this team and is on a really, really cheap contract. 27 minutes, 17 points, 6 to 9 from the field. He can score in the paint because he's so fast and long and athletic, but he also has good touch and he can hit shots from the perimeter. He went 3 or 4 from 3 and 2 or 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds. Everybody in the starting lineup had a rebound or more. He ended up having no assists though, but he had 1 turnover and a steal. He almost fouled out. He's still learning that. It is a difficult thing to be a center. Everybody's coming at you. Everybody's trying to attack you, and you got to guard perimeter players from time to time. That can also be difficult, but he ended up finishing the game without fouling out, but he only played 27 minutes, and he was a +5 and plus minus. Isaac Okoro scored in double figures. He played 26 minutes. He had 10 points, mainly going 2 or 4 from 3 and 2 or 2 from the free throw line. Then, of course, he made a shot by the paint to get the other basket. He also had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and was a -6 and plus minus. Matas Buzelis didn't give you a lot, but he didn't have a bad game either. 28 minutes, 12 points, 3 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, no turnovers, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Nikola Vucevic, 31 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He missed a lot of shots in this game. Was going to be one of the reasons why the Bulls lost, besides the shooting by Kobe White. But he did have 8 boards, which was the most on the team tonight. And that was good to see, but he always one of the better rebounders in the league in general. He also had 3 assists and a turnover, 2 offensive boards out of the 8. He had 3 personal fouls and was a -6 and plus minus. And Kobe White, yeah, he hit a big 3, but he went 3 of 10 from 3 throughout the entire game. And he also went 7 of 9 from the free throw line, so you good. And then I also seen 6 of 16 from the field, so I thought back like, well, he was all right offensively. You know, it's hard to score. It's hard to shoot consistently when everybody know what you're trying to do and what you want to do. But he still finished with game high 22 points for the Bulls in 30 minutes. He also had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers. He had a rough night trying to get to his spots and get to his shots. You know, it wasn't his best performance, but he showed up in the clutch when they needed him. 1 offensive rebound out of the 4, 2 personal fouls, a +6 and plus minus. Patrick Williams, he played 16 minutes, had 5 points. He went 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Ended up being a decent game from him for the minutes that he played and opportunities that he got. He had 3 rebounds and a turnover, 1 personal foul, and a +9 and plus minus. Kevin Huerter, 8 minutes. He ended up playing the lowest amount of minutes off the bench. He had 3 because he went 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 4 from the field. He had 2 assists, no turnovers, and a steal. No personal foul, and a +5 and plus minus. Trey Jones came in, did what he needed to do, which upped the speed and tempo of the game and attacked as much as he could and tried to score from the perimeter when he could too. He went 1 of 2 from 3, 5 of 7 from the field, hit a clutch basket. getting to the rim. He finished with 12 points in 27 minutes. That was the most minutes off the bench. He also had 1 or 2 from the free throw line, had 3 rebounds, led the team in assists with 7, which is always a great thing to see. He had 2 turnovers and a steal, 1 personal foul and a +9 and plus minus. DeSumo, 22 minutes, 8 points, 2 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from three. He missed a lot of shots in this one also, but he did go 2 or 3 from the free throw line and had 4 rebounds, 3 assists with no turnovers and a block. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a 0 and plus minus. And then Josh Giddey, he didn't start, but he was really, really influential in the win of this game because he had 21 points in 26 minutes. He took the most shots off the bench with 13. He created opportunities for himself and his teammates, going 7 to 13 from the field, 0 3 from the 3-point line, 7 to 9 from the free throw line, and he had 5 assists with only 2 turnovers. He also got 2 steals, which was really good, and he also had 6 boards, which was also the most off the bench. And he did all of that with no personal fouls, and he was a +2 and plus minus. So he's really good at attacking, keeping his head up, using his strength, knowing when to turn it on speed wise and acceleration wise, and also knowing when to slow down to make sure he can score or find his teammates without getting too stuck in the offense or in his own head. And then the Minnesota Timberwolves. Julius Randle had a really good game. He had 30. That was game high for the Timberwolves in 31 minutes. He went 10 to 17 from the field. He was bumping, rocking, knocking, and hitting those jump shots and those fadeaways and hit 3 of 5 from 3, which is great. He was still physical, still pushing, still attacking. So he got to the free throw line and went 7 to 7. He had 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 5 turnovers. 2 offensive rebounds. He did foul out of this game, which ended up hindering what the Timberwolves could do and be, but it happens. -8 and plus minus also. Jaden McDaniels played 36 minutes. He hit a big 3, and you thought that would put the Chicago Bulls away for them to be able to win, but it didn't happen. He did have 16 points, went 6 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Did have 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal foul, was a +2 and plus minus. I like what he's able to do for him. Just the defense, the length, the athleticism, the touch, the drives, the transition opportunities, the spacing. He does a lot of things for this team. And Rudy Gobert was really helping them stay ahead too, as much as they did in the game. 10 points for him in 34 minutes, 11 rebounds. He would just catch and dunk, but he did go 4 or 5 from the free throw line and 3 or 5 from the field. He did have 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, and it's always great to see him get blocks. And he finished with 2. 3 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. Dante DiVincenzo, he played 35 minutes and had 11 points. He went 4 of 10 from the field, 3 of 8 from 3. 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, and a block. 3 personal fouls and a +1 and plus minus. The scoring was there. He's athletic. He has good range. He knows how to get open. He's ready when he is open, and he keeps the ball moving if he doesn't have a shot that he likes or he feels like he should take, which is always good IQ and understanding of how to play the game in the team sense. Anthony Edwards, 35 minutes. You needed more. If you want to take 25 shots, you got to make more than 9 of them. He probably knows that he's going to be hard on himself because he was one of the reasons why they didn't get the win in this one. He had 20 points, went 1 of 8 from 3, missing a key 3. And then he went 1 of 1 from the free throw line. He had 6 boards, 3 assists, 1 turnover, and a block. He also had 1 offensive rebounds. Again, 5 personal fouls didn't help either, especially when you and Randall are the best offensive players on the team. That just can't happen against anybody because y'all are the heartbeat in the soul, in the backbone of why this team will be winning or losing. Besides Rudy Gobert too, and a +1 and plus minus. Behringer, 3 minutes. I think you said Joan. He missed his only field goal. He did have 1 rebound, no turnover. His rebound was offensive, no personal foul, and a -5 and plus minus. Naz Reid jumped in that air, flew, and had a nasty dunk in this game. He played 29 minutes, had 20 points. He went 8 of 12 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3. He's always attacking that basket and shooting the shots from the perimeter. That's his game. He's just really good at it, and he plays his role real well. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 3 blocks. He can give you that two-way play. It's not much that Naz Reid can't do. on a basketball court. That's why he's been in that 6 man of the year conversation basically every year. 4 personal fouls though, +4 and plus minus. Mike Conley played 14 minutes. He had 3 points. He went 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from three. He did have 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. No personal fouls and a -8 and plus minus. Not really giving you much, but you kind of have to play him. He's a good ball handler, a good decision maker, and a guy that can space the floor and be a threat from three. Jalen Clark played 12 minutes. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field and missed all his threes, which was 0 of 2 to be exact. 1 rebound, 1 assist, no turnover, 2 personal fouls, a -7 and plus minus. And Bones Highland, 12 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 6 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover. 1 steal, 1 block, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -4 and plus minus. Everybody in the Minnesota Timberwolves starting lineup got a rebound or more and an assist or more, and everybody off the bench got a rebound or more. Jones was the only person not to get an assist off the bench, and that was showing you how well this game was really played for both teams. Because if you look at the comparisons, 86 field goals for the Bulls, 44%, 93 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They shot 46%. That was close. 39 threes taken by the Bulls. They shot 44%. 41 taken by the Wolves. They shot 37%. 33 free throws taken by the Bulls. They shot 82%. The Timberwolves only shot 15. That was a big difference in the game. They shot 93% though. 43 rebounds for the Bulls as a team. 45 for the Timberwolves. 29 assists. 28 for the Bulls. That's close. 14 turnovers for the Timberwolves. 11 for the Bulls. 6 steals for the Timberwolves. 7 for the Bulls. That was close. But the Timberwolves did have 9 blocks compared to the 1 of the Bulls. And then 9 offensive rebounds for the Timberwolves. 5 for the Bulls. But the Bulls did have 38 defensive rebounds while the Timberwolves only had 36. 27 personal fouls. That's a good way to lose a basketball game, being undisciplined and putting yourself in a bad situation, because you already had troubles guarding them, especially from three in some drives, and then you kept fouling them on top of that. Then you stopped making shots when it mattered the most, and they continued to find a way to put points on the board. 18 personal fouls for the Bulls. That's way lower, almost 10 lower than the Timberwolves, and that was a good way to win the game. Got to figure out a way to get it done. The Bulls did it a tough, difficult, hard way, but they ain't whining, they ain't complaining, because they did it to get the win, and it was a winning formula that they used. Not something that's new and that never been done before, but it worked, and it ended up getting them the edge, ended up getting them the win. So they're happy with it. And the Timberwolves, they're a veteran team, so you thought they'd be able to adjust. You thought they'd be able to figure out what they needed to do to stay ahead and stay on top to be able to pull this game out, especially with Anthony Edwards being the best player on both teams and still having a good supporting cast. But he didn't come through the way he's been coming through, and sometimes even when he comes through, they still lose. It just shows you how hard it is to win basketball games in the NBA. He knows it. He's been in the league for a while. He done lost in the conference finals twice. It's not easy. So this is a tough loss. This is one that they could have avoided. This is one that they probably should have got. Wasn't meant to be. Didn't happen. On to the next ones. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out, right? And on top of that, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.